Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game of our doubleheader here at Montgomery College, where your Montgomery College Raptors are taking on the Prince George's Community College Owls here in Rockville, Maryland. This is the women's matchup. We just finished the men's matchup where the Raptors were victorious 2-0, and we will be underway here shortly. As both teams are walking out onto the pitch, we'll have starting lineups, and then we will get started with this one. Caleb Scarborough on the call, my man Miles on the camera. We'll be with you here for the second game of our doubleheader, which will be underway here shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Montgomery College for this evening's matchup between the Owls of Prince George's Community College and the Montgomery College Raptors. Montgomery College is committed to providing an exclusive and respectful environment for everyone. Use of abusive or derogatory language, as well as any violence towards officials, players, coaches, or spectators will not be tolerated and may result in removal from the stadium or campus facilities. Only players, officials, and team staff are permitted on the field. We kindly ask spectators to remain off the field at all times, including during halftime and after the conclusion of the game. Thank you for supporting Montgomery College Athletics. Enjoy your day. And now, introducing the starters, starting with the Owls. Number 4, Jacqueline Vildea. Number 5, Karen Diaz. Number 6, Jelly Garmendez. Number 7, Daniela Torres. Number 9, Monica Pena. Number 10, Evelyn Montoya. Number 11, Chantel Lopez. Number 15, Berlin Gade. Number 17, Tiffany Tall. Number 18, Gift Onanaku. And number 21, Giselle Gafar. And now, introducing the starting lineup for your Montgomery College Raptors. Starting with number 1, the sophomore goalkeeper out of Sydney, Australia, Ruby Lancaster. Number 8, the freshman defender out of Germantown, Maryland, Adriana Gaines. Number 10, the defender freshman out of Germany, Romy Zeleny. Number 12, the freshman forward out of Rockville, Maryland, Lindsay Lawrence Sedillo. Number 14, the freshman midfielder out of Netherlands, Julianne Sonneveld. Number 15, the sophomore defender out of Silver Spring, Maryland, Catherine Cortez Aquino. Number 16, center defensive midfield freshman out of Silver Spring, Maryland, Catherine Yanez. Number 19, the freshman forward out of Germantown, Maryland, Brianna Herrera Talavera. Number 22, center defensive midfield freshman out of Clarksburg, Emily Emilio DeBarrios. Number 24, the freshman forward out of Durwood, Maryland, Darby Marshall. And number 25, the freshman midfielder out of Silverton, Maryland, Carla Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your starters. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game of our soccer doubleheader on this Montgomery College broadcast, where your Montgomery College Raptors are taking on the Prince George's Community College Owls here in beautiful Rockville, Maryland. It is a cool night for soccer. Temperature right at 63 degrees at kickoff here in early October. My name's Caleb Scarborough, and I'm excited to bring you this mid-season matchup between two Maryland junior college programs. Both teams have struggled in the season and looking to get a little bit of momentum here. Raptors are 2-7-2 overall. They dropped their last match this weekend to Harcum College 2-0. The Owls are 2-3-1 overall. They dropped their last match to the 17th ranked College of Southern Maryland Hawks 11-0. This Raptors team has gone through stretches of dominating and then being dominated. Can they find some sort of consistency today? For Prince George's, they have struggled to find any sort of offensive identity this entire season. Through 6 matches, they've only scored 4 goals. So both teams still searching for some identity, and both teams trying to get a little bit of momentum here as we enter the critical few weeks right before postseason play begins. Raptors will be going from left to right on your screen here. They are in the white unis. Give you their starting lineup real quick. In the goal will be number 1, Ruby Lancaster. Number 8, Adriana Gomez. Number 10, Rami Zellini. 12, Lindsay Lara Cedillo. 14, Julene Zonnevelt. 15, Catherine Cortez Aquino. 16, Catherine Romero. 19, Brianna Talavera. 22, Emily DeBarros. 24, Darby Marshall. And 25, Carla Hernandez. For the Owls, they are going right to left on the screen. They are rocking the all-blue uniforms. In the goal will be number 24, Daniela McTashy. And then the starters are number 4, Jacqueline Vieda. 5, Karen Diaz. 6, Jaylee Garmendez. 7, Daniela Torres. 9, Monica Pena. 11, Chantal Lopez. 15, Berlin Godoy. 17, Tiffany Toth. And 21, Gazelle Gaffar. As we are underway here, this matchup, I anticipate being a close one. Both teams haven't gotten into much of a groove this season. Neither team offensively has been very good this season either. The Raptors, through their 11 matches, have only scored 13 goals. They're averaging just over a goal a game, but they're also giving up 2.5 goals a game. For this Owls team, they're averaging less than a goal a game and giving up almost 4 per contest. So neither team has had a lot of success this season, but as I mentioned, October is a big month for fall sports, especially for soccer. At the end of this month will be the Region 20 tournament. So you really want to start getting some sort of a flow here, especially in the next week or two. Start ripping off some wins, get that confidence, get that team energy flowing in the right direction. So we know how important those matchups towards the end of October get. This is Sonnevelt. Just going to drop it all the way back to Gomez. We've seen the Raptors play out of the back a lot this season. They've taken their time playing out of the back. Expect to see much of the same here today. So it's DeBarros with it now. He's going to try to play it to Sonnevelt. Not a great pass. Sonnevelt does a good job handling it. She's got space. Finally, somebody tries to stop her. They do foul her. Be a free kick here for Sonnevelt and your Raptors. As I mentioned, the Raptors' last matchup was on Saturday. They lost against Harcum College 2-0 in that one. Previously, back on the 23rd of September, your Raptors won 7-1. So we have seen stretches where this Raptors offense explodes. Here's DeBarros with it. She's going to play it near side. Here's Talavera. Talavera shoots it with her right. Ball bounces. It's in front of the goal. Shot and it's in! Raptor goal! Scored by number 25, Carla Hernandez. That one from DeBarros. She shot it. The keeper, McTashy, got a hand on it. It poked right back out in front of the goal. And number 25, Carla Hernandez, the Silver Spring native, getting the Raptors on the board. And for the Raptors, you could not have asked for a better start. Hernandez with a huge goal to get this Raptors team the lead. Something I just got done talking about is this Raptors team has struggled offensively. Hernandez gets her second goal of the season. So right before this match started, we had starting lineups, and right before as I was preparing for this one, there was a goalkeeper change, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with who's in the goal right now, but McTashie wasn't slated to start when we got the official lineups. It was kind of a last-second change by the coaching staff. So it's one of those things, I don't know how much time McTashie has had to warm up. Coach Bonnie Hyde and Coach Jason Grant, the coaches on the sideline for the Owls. It's one of those things, it does take a little bit of time to kind of get warmed up and get used to what's going to happen, and I'm not sure if McTashie had a chance to do so or what kind of transpired. Either way, the Raptors jumping on the Owls here early. Here's DeBarros. She's going to try to play it up. Here's Lancaster. Going to play into the middle here to DeBarros. Here's Sonneveld. She's got space. Got a couple of Raptors making a run. She's going to play it down the line here. It's going to be a full-blown chase for it. And Owl is going to get to it and poke it out of play. Raptors throw in. This is Cortez Aquino throwing this one in. Sonneveld with a good touch, as she's had consistently this season. She wants it on her right foot, though. She's scared to shoot it left, so she shoots it right, and it just goes wide. It looks like a deflection was taken. Could hear it up here. Referee agrees. It will be a corner kick. That's one of those things that you wish Sonneveld would hit it with her left. She had that space. Somehow she was able to get it back to her right. She flicked it on, took a deflection, went just wide. So it will be a Raptors corner. This ball floated in. Nobody gets a touch on it. Here's DeBarros. She shoots it, and that one goes wide. DeBarros drops it back. Here's Aquino. Plays it back into DeBarros. Ball poked away by an Owl. Owls have it. Sonneveld comes in. She's going to win it back for the Raptors. Looking for anything. She's going to drop it all the way back to number 10, Zellini. Zellini, not a great pass there. This is Torres battling on the far side with number 12, Lara Cedillo. Cedillo wins this one, pokes it off of Torres, so Raptors ball. As the men's soccer team is getting cleaned up and joining us here in the stands. If you missed that one, the Raptors were victorious 2-0 That lead didn't take place until the 78th minute when Jet Ryan Reed scored the first of 2 on the evening, and about 5 minutes later he got his second goal. Raptors struggled, but were able to come away with the victory. Be nice to see the Raptors win both games of this doubleheader. Lady Raptors here have taken an early 1-0 lead thanks to Hernandez in the 3rd minute. Good switch here. Vieta was not able to handle it. That ball will go out of play. It'll be a throw in here for the Raptors. Cortez Aquino, she's going to drop it back to Gomez. Gomez points to the sky. I think that means to run. Somehow Sonneveld wins it back, as she does so often. It's on that right foot, and she makes a good pass. Just a little pass, number 16, Romero. Somehow Romero gets it back. Here's Talavera. She pulls it back. Shot with the right. Floated. McTashy not able to control it. Ball's still live. That's the second time we've seen McTashy struggle to handle the ball. DeBarro steps in. She wins it. Here's Talavera. She shoots it from deep over the head of the keeper for a goal. Raptors goal. Scored by number 19, Talavera. Talavera here in the 10th minute, getting the Raptors their second goal. Talavera, the freshman out of Germantown, Maryland. It's one of those things we've seen McTashy struggle to handle the ball, so Talavera tested her with that goal. That shot and that goal there by Talavera. It's going to be Talavera's first goal of the season. So Raptors jump out to a 2-0 lead, and they're looking to pour more on. Talavera into Sonneveld. Sonneveld, she likes that right foot. She shoots it. It's in!
That's another goal for the Raptors.
2 goals in 2 minutes. This one from number 14, Sonneveld, making it look easy. Sonneveld, the freshman out of Arnhem, United Kingdom, took that one from about 25 yards out, and that'll give her a team-leading 5th goal on the season. And the Raptors' offense has absolutely exploded here in this first half. 3 quick goals, all in the span of 8 minutes. And this is something I mentioned. This Owls team has struggled defensively. They've given up almost 4 games a season, a game, 4 goals a game. So it's been a tough season defensively for this Owls team. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure if McTashy was slated to start tonight or not. That was a late change that kind of came in from the coaching staff. Yeah, if I'm looking at the stats right here, the normal starter for the Owls is number 18, Gift Anuaku. She started all 6 games on the season. She's played almost every minute. So it looks like McTashy was really not slated to start tonight. The Raptors have taken full advantage of that. Netting 3 goals here in the first 17 minutes of this one, 12 minutes of this one. Apparently I can't even keep track of time anymore. This ball played up. Marshall chasing after it. Looks like it took a deflection, and it did. So it will be Raptors ball. Raptors have Sonneveld checking too. She receives it. Don't want her on that right foot. They let her get to it. She rips it high. It's one of the things I said early on. You don't want Sonneveld to get to that right. She almost refuses to use that left. So you don't want her to get to her right, have a chance to float one over. We've seen McTashi has struggled early in this one, so this Owls defense is going to have to put a lot of pressure anytime a Raptor tries to dribble. Good touch there by Lopez. Looks to play it out wide to number 7, Torres, and she does. Good hustling back there by Lara Cedillo. A lot of dribbling here by number 17 for the Raptors. Erickson, she didn't start in this one, but she's come on here after that third goal. McTashi struggling big time with the ball right now. She seems all out of sorts. Somehow that ball ends up going out of play. It's going to be a Raptors corner kick here. Smells like one of the men's soccer team got pizza, because that's all I can smell up here at the moment, Miles. It's just pizza wafting up here as you and I are just starving, you know. This header goes in. That ends up in the back of the net. Goal number 4. As I complain about being hungry, the Raptors do not care, as they are absolutely ravaging the back of that net with their 4th goal.
That goal was number 24, Darby Marshall.
So Marshall gets that goal in the 15th minute. Number 24, Darby Marshall, the freshman out of Durwood, Maryland. That is Marshall's 2nd goal on the season. And this Raptors offense is making it look way too easy. And this is a team that I said coming into this one has only scored 13 goals on the season. And in just 15 minutes of play, they've scored 4 goals. Erickson dribbling. Takes a lot of contact, but that ball will go out of play. Sonneveld does a good job winning it. Good little play forward here. Marshall is onside. Referee says to play on. There was a foul. Slide tackle there. Looked like that's from Garmandez. Raptors do a good job tracking back. That's to Barros who has it. She drops it back to Zellini. Zellini really just dribbling into space. She beats one, has the space, plays it up to Sonneveld. We know she's going to go to that right. She's only touched the ball with her right just then. Here's to Barros. She's got contact. She loses it and then commits a foul. Raptors up 4-0 here. Got the scoring started in the 3rd minute. Thanks to Hernandez. McTashy wasn't able to grab the first shot she saved. It bounced right in front of the goal, and Hernandez tapped it in. And then the Raptors have followed up with 3 goals after that in the 10th, 11th, and 15th minute. But here's a chance for the Owls. This is Vieta. She shoots it with her right, and it will weakly go to the keeper, Lancaster, who will scoop that up. That will be the first shot on goal for the Owls. So Raptors have already racked up 8 shots on goal. Here's Erickson now. She takes a big first touch, a second touch, kicks it off McTashy. She dives and saves. Tashy doing a good job there, shutting down Erickson, closing that angle. Sonneveld spins with that right. She's got space, tries to beat another, has space, shoots it with her right, and that's a goal. Sonneveld with her 2nd goal of the night. This one coming in the 18th minute. Sonneveld making it look way too easy. And like I mentioned, though, you cannot let her go to which foot? Which foot can you not let Sonneveld go to? Her right foot. If you let her go to her right foot and she gets a little bit of space, she's good enough to get by you. And if you give her that space, she's going to put one on target. And she's done that twice tonight for a pair of goals. So this Raptors offense has come alive here in this matchup against the Owls. This Owls defense has no answers. They are giving up way too much space there in the back. And the Raptors just keep pouring in shots from deep. McTashy not able to handle them. Gomez plays it up. Sonneveld has all the time in the world. She wants to switch it, and that's a good ball. She's got 2 Raptors over there. This is Romero outside to Erickson. Not a good combination play there between those two. Erickson should have made either a deeper run or Romero should have just taken it towards goal. Here's Marshall, lays it off to Sonneveld. She's on that right. Can she get a third? She's still with that right foot. And she finally has it poked away. Owls finally shutting down that right foot of Sonneveld. But Marshall has it with space. Plays it near side. Here's Talavera. She's got 1 goal. Looks to play across in. There it is. Hits Erickson. Erickson not able to get a good hit on it. That ball was played beautifully in. It had a wonderful pace. Erickson, though, almost tripped over her own feet. By the time she got herself settled on the rebound, she couldn't get a good hit on it. McTashy comes up with a save. Here's DeBarros with it. She's going to turn this one over. Able to get it back. Here's Romero, back outside to Erickson. Erickson, I have no idea what the plan was with that one. Just kicks that one high and kicks that one wide. It will be a goal kick. Raptors will make a substitution here. Entering will be number 7, Zoel Haas. Haas, a freshman out of the Netherlands. Sonneville lays it off to Cortez Aquino. She still has it, doing a lot of dancing here, trying to find number 17, Erickson, who's now on the right side. Sonneville tries to feed one through to Marshall. Somehow it gets through. Marshall shoots it, and it's a goal! This one comes in the 22nd minute. Second goal of the night by Marshall. Marshall gets her second and third goals of the season in the span of 7 minutes. And this Raptors lead has now ballooned to 6 goals as the Owls have zero answer on offense or defense. So Sonneveld with 2, Marshall with 2, and Hernandez and Talavera each with 1. Gets us to a 6-0 lead for your home team, the Raptors. The most goals the Raptors have scored in a game this season was 7. Back on September the 23rd against CCBC Catonsville. They won that one 7-1. So the Raptors have scored 6 goals here. About 30% of the goals the Raptors have scored this season have come in this game. And in the 2 games that the Raptors have scored their most goals, that's 13 goals total. It's about 65% of the Raptors' goals have come in 2 games this season. Raptors have just been better all the way around. They've been stronger on the ball. They've been faster. Their passes have been better. Defensively, they've just been put more together. It's just been a dominating performance from the start. As here's Romero with a shot, and McTash able to save that one. So Raptors playing out of the back here, up 6-0. Here's Erickson. She's got a couple Raptors in the box. Hits it to the back post to Haas. Haas kind of faded away from it. Couple substitutions here for the Owls. Looks like number 14, Briandella Neba out of Cameroon, is going to enter. This Owls team looking for any sort of help here. Coach Hyde trying to figure out some way to stop this Raptors onslaught. In the past 2 games, this Owls team has given up 17 goals. The College of Southern Maryland, the number 17 ranked team in the D2 junior college rankings, poured in 11 goals. And right now the Raptors have poured in 6. So it's been a tough about 120 minutes of soccer for this Owls team. This Owls team has not scored a goal in over 200 minutes of play. Their last goal was back on September the 11th. So they didn't score any against CCBC Essex. They didn't score any against the College of Southern Maryland. And so it's been over 200 minutes since they've had a chance to score. So here's Erickson. She's going to rip one in from deep. Entering for the Raptors was number 18, but again, I feel like we've had this happen to us before, Miles. 18 is not listed on any of the official rosters, so I don't know why that continues to happen. But whoever number 18 is not on the roster handed to us. So we've got Ghost Player 18 for the Raptors out there. Tons of space here. This ball's going to be played through to the Ghost Player number 18 as she runs onto it. It's going to be fun celebrating if she scores a goal. Sliding tackle comes in there. This ball's going to go out of play for a corner. Corner kick here, taken by Sonneveld. Ball played in. Hit by Romero. Ball still poked around. Al does clear it, but it ends up at Sonneveld here at the goal line. She flicks it in, but Erickson lets that one skid off the top of her head. She had a wide open header. All she had to do was direct it towards goal. Instead, she flicks it on. DeBarros plays that one near side. This is Cortez Aquino, tries to play it up. This ball thrown into the Ghost Player. Looks like it took a handball touch. Referee did raise his flag, decided against it. Instead, it's going to be a Raptor throw in here. $16 minutes to go here in this first half. Raptors up and dominating by 6 goals. Gomez drops it back to Zellini. Zellini going all the way back to Lancaster, who has had an easy night tonight. There is no pressure from this Owls team. A couple of Owls players just kind of wandering and walking around right now. I'm not sure number 14, Neba, has been even close to touching the ball. Here's Sonneveld, plays a through ball to Erickson, who gets absolutely bodied off the ball by number 17, Toth. Here's Ghosty with it now. She cuts it left. She has a chance. McTashy is way out of position. Owls able to escape this one and clear it. Sonneveld pokes it back out to Gomez. Gomez sticks it through. Passes it over to Erickson. A lot of heat on that one. Erickson not able to contain it. Here comes Neba. She takes a huge hit, and that will be a foul. And it is going to be a yellow card here. So yellow card here on DeBarros. So we just found out who number 18 is. That's actually number 3. So you never would have guessed that, but number 3, Maybelline Hernandez, is the new 18. Pena's chasing after it. Pena and Godoy playing it back and forth. We'll see what Godoy decides to do with it. She's going to pin herself in, turn it over to Sonneveld. Sonneveld plays it with her right, trying to find Romero, who's making a run right down the heart of this Owls defense. So Raptors making a substitution here. DeBarros is going to come out. Coming in is number 25, Carla Hernandez. And Hernandez got our scoring started tonight. So Raptors are going to have a corner kick here. Taking a look, this should be the Raptors' 5th corner. And it is. So 5th corner here. Sonneveld's going to take this one. Raptors up 6-0. Under 13 to play here in this first half. Sonneveld floats this one a mile high. Found the foot of Hernandez. The second Hernandez. So we've got 2 different Hernandezes out here. 25, Carla Hernandez. Again, number 3. I'll have to do a better job of keeping those separated, so my apologies. Got Maybelline Hernandez and Carla Hernandez, so my apologies in getting those 2 mixed up. Here's Sonneveld. Lays it off over to Romero. She cuts it inside. Still has it on her foot. Going to drop it all the way back to Zellini. Zellini's going to one-time it across to Gomez. Gomez back to Zellini. Going to do a little back-and-forth action here. Zellini pokes it inside to Carla Hernandez. Plays it out wide. Here's Haas, but she had to be about 5 or 6 feet offside, and she was. I said in the intro, talking about how both these teams' identities, we're still trying to figure it out, and really this Raptors team, I talked about how they'd gone through stretches of dominating and being dominated, and tonight they have dominated. This Owls team defensively has struggled, and offensively it hasn't been any better. I anticipated this one to be a lot closer than what it has been here in this first half. As Haas has it on the far side. Let's see what she can do. Easily beats one. Plays it into the middle. And that one way too close to McTashy, who just had to bend down and stop that one. I like the move there by Haas. She got around the defender easily. Got to do a better job of placing that ball away from the keeper. Here's Carla Hernandez. Swinging it here near side. To Aquino. Here's Erickson. Has it poked away. Will be a throw in here for the Raptors. Romero tried to squeeze that one through. It wasn't a great pass. McTashy not able to handle that one. That's going to go out of play for a corner kick. McTashy has had a tough night back there in the nets. Like I said, she was a late addition to this starting lineup. The normal keeper was scratched late, and McTashy had to make a start. Her teammates doing the best they can to keep her head up. See a lot of them patting her on the back, offering words of encouragement. Here's the corner kick. This ball floated in. Head on it by Hernandez, but it goes wide, and it will be a goal kick. Raptors have done an excellent job of winning the ball in the air. That's something that they've been pretty strong with throughout the season, winning those headers. Sonneveld usually plays a pretty good ball in. Unfortunately, though, the Raptors, even when they win those headers, oftentimes the direction the ball goes is not the direction they wanted it. As Erickson just rears back and kicks that one. Not sure her plan on that one either. As that ball rolls out of play for a goal kick. Approaching the 8 minutes left in this first half. Raptors have gone through their longest scoring drought, because they were pouring them in every couple of minutes, starting in the 3rd minute. The last goal was scored in the 22nd minute, so it's been a little while since this Raptors team has gotten one past McTashy. Carla Hernandez fighting and winning that one back. She's going to drop it back to Laura Cedillo. Cedillo almost loses it, doing too much dribbling. Neba comes over and almost steals it from her. Something we've seen a little bit. The Raptors get a little too dribble happy. We will have a pair of substitutions here. Get your Raptors substitution first. Looks like number 5, Emily Garcia. So Garcia enters for your Raptors. Entering for the Owls is number 2, Kelly Rodriguez. Here's Hernandez. She gets by one, takes a shot, and what a diving block there by number 15, Godoy. If she doesn't make that beautiful sliding save, doesn't get in front of that ball, that one looked like it was going to end up in the back of the net again. Great defensive effort by number 15, Godoy, the freshman out of Hyattsville, Maryland, doing an excellent job there, keeping this at a 6-goal difference. Zellini plays it in, and Al gets to it first. Erickson has it. The keeper's out of the way. Erickson shoots and sails that one high and wide. Something we've seen all season. Erickson, she loves to get into the mess. She is not afraid throwing her body around and getting in there and causing a little bit of chaos. Good step there by Lopez. Steps, pulls it back. Not a great pass here. It's a tough one to handle for Toth. Gonna foul call here. It will go the Raptors' way. Five minutes to go here in this first half. Raptors in a massive scoring drought. They haven't scored in the last almost 20 minutes. And I say that tongue-in-cheek because your Raptors have poured in 6 goals in the first 22 minutes. They were absolutely ravaging the back of the net on the right side of your screen. Time and time again. Pair of Raptors with 2 goals. Sonneveld with 2, Marshall with 2. Here's Romero. She's got Erickson making a long through run, but McTashy comes out able to hold on to this one this time. Your women's soccer team, 2-7-2 overall. They lost their last match back on Saturday, 2-0. As I mentioned, October, a huge month for soccer as the Region 20 tournament begins right at the end of the month around the 30th. So it's a big, big few weeks. You want your team to start making moves in the right direction, starting to sync up and play well. So if you're Coach Holsendorf for the Raptors, this is a welcome sign. Erickson versus Matashi, and Erickson gets to her, but Matashi is definitely outside the box. So this is going to be a free kick here for the Raptors. So Erickson's going to take the free kick. This one you've got to play kind of like a corner, so we'll see what the Raptors end up doing here. Erickson hits it to the back post, too much on it. Haas able to get to it. Haas getting pushed around a little bit. She's able to hold on to it. Ball's poked away. Be a throw in near the corner flag. Haas throws it in to Carla Hernandez. And I believe we have an offside flag, and we do. And we're also going to receive a yellow card booking here. I believe that's going to be on the head coach. That's what it looks like to me, Miles. I don't see any other player in the vicinity, so that yellow card is going to go against the bench. Looked like it was towards head coach Bonnie Hyde. We'll pick up that yellow. Understand Coach Hyde's frustration here a little bit when your team gives up a 6-piece in the first half hour of this match. A match in which I thought was going to be really close from the beginning, Miles. I said that on air. You heard it. You'll have to hold me accountable for that. I thought it would be a closer match considering both teams, looking at the stats, looking at some of their opponents they've both played this season. But this Raptors team said, not today, Caleb. As they have been pouring in the goals. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Raptors trying to get one more goal here. Here's Gomez. Drops it back to Hernandez. Hernandez kicks it back one more all the way back to Lancaster as we are at 30 seconds to play in this first half. And there is the halftime whistle. Your Raptors dominating this one. Hernandez got the scoring started in the 3rd minute, then Talavera in the 10th, Sonneveld in the 11th, 15th minute Marshall, 18th minute Sonneveld, and the 22nd minute Marshall to get us to a 6-0 lead. Raptors dominating this one. We'll see if they continue that trend in half number 2. We'll be back here shortly here at Montgomery College. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half here at Montgomery College. Caleb Scarborough on the call here with you, where your Raptors are absolutely dominating the Prince George's Community College Owls, so much so that you can't see it on the screen here. Well, you can see one thing. You can see an empty bench from the Owls. That's because they're still in the corner having a conversation about what in the world is going on and how to fix it. So that's why your Raptors are the only ones on the field right now, as the Owls slowly make their way to their side. Raptors going right to left here this second half. First half got started with a goal in the 3rd minute from Carla Hernandez. She got the scoring started, getting her first goal of the season, and that was followed up 7 minutes later by Talavera getting on the scoreboard. That was also Talavera's first goal of the season. And then the Raptors, Sonneveld Marshall, they went back and forth scoring goals, and that got us to a 6-0 lead for the home team as we are about to be underway here in the second half. One thing to remind you at home, at the 70th minute mark, if either team is up by 8 or more goals, the mercy rule is put into effect, so that's something to keep an eye on here, as the Raptors have scored 6, 2 more goals by the time the 70th minute rolls around would cause this one to be over. You got to wonder what the coaching staff for the Owls, Coach Hyde and Coach Grant, were talking about with the team over there. As I said, they took the full halftime time and then some, try to figure out what to do defensively and offensively to get some sort of positive result. One thing they can hang their hat on is they did not give up a goal the last 23 minutes of that first half. Now, the first 22 minutes were a different story. Well, as they always say, Miles, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So Raptors will build out of the back here, as it has gotten below 60 degrees here in Rockville, Maryland. It is a chilly one, but I think almost everybody will welcome the reprieve and looks forward to this fall weather, as a big foul there is going to result in a penalty kick. Romero drove by the defender. I believe that was number 11, Lopez, who got more of the body than the ball, and that will be a penalty kick, and it's going to send, it looks like, Romero to the penalty spot, as she will try to make it a 7-goal lead. Here's Romero. Takes one step and rips it into the back of the net.
That's another goal for the Raptors.
Easy goal there by the Raptors. They made that one look easy. That's how you take a penalty kick right there, ladies and gentlemen. You don't try to do anything fancy. You take a step, you don't try to dance around, and you just bury the ball into the corner, as that goal is scored by number 16, Catherine Yanez. Yanez getting the scoring started early here. Yanez, the freshman out of Silver Spring, Maryland. That is Yanez's 5th goal of the season. Here's the Owls building a little something on the far side, but that one is taken away by a substitute for the Raptors. Number 21, Isabella Ziegler. Nice through ball played here by Yanez. Raptors able to get onto it. Dancing with it, shot with the right. That took a deflection. It will be a corner kick. Good through ball there by Yanez. Sonneveldt's going to jog over to take this corner kick. As you can imagine, she is in no rush as the Raptors are up by 7 goals. Sonneveldt floats this one high. Marshall gets a touch on it, but she was falling down. Ball landed at the foot of Carla Hernandez, and that ball goes wide. Marshall goes in really hard, wins that one. She's doing some sort of dancing with it. Now she's going to try to play it out wide to Laura Cedillo. Cedillo chases after, not able to get to it. It will be a throw in for the Owls. Gomez doing a lot with it, and I would argue doing too much with it. She loses it. Thankfully, this Raptors team is dominating. There's times we see Gomez doing way too much dribbling. Carla Hernandez gets knocked off the ball. Here's Marshall. She didn't even try to go for the ball. She went for the body of the defender. Chase for the ball here. McTashy also comes out to clean that one up. Not sure what McTashy's doing there. She rolled that ball into a dangerous spot. As I mentioned that first half, McTashy's not the normal starting keeper. It looked like a late scratch, as the normal keeper was scratched late, so McTashy made the start tonight, and she has had some challenges. Her teammates have done a good job of trying to keep her head up and encouraging her. She got thrown into a tough spot here. Here's Laura Cedillo. She's dribbling with it, tries to play a through ball to Marshall. Marshall able to get to it somehow. Has a lot of space, dribbling with her right. She megs the player, gets it to the outside. Shot is wide. That shot by number 19, Talavera. Looks like Erickson set to check back in for the Raptors. Their next dead ball here. Reminder, keep track of all things Raptors by visiting mcraptors.com. The men and women's soccer seasons are inching closer and closer to the Region 20 tournament, which is at the end of this month. Also keep track of all things volleyball. And you'll want to keep an eye on the men and women's basketball seasons, as those will be approaching soon as well. So free kick here for the Owls. Looks like the Owls are going to rear back and kick this one as far as they can. And I know that'll make Ruby Lancaster excited because she has not gotten to see the ball much tonight. She will gladly take any action she can get to chase after a ball and get her hands on it. It's really a double-edged sword for a keeper. One, you love when you don't have to do much. But two, you hate that when you don't get to do much. Sometimes it'd be a little bit boring back there. So Raptors restarting here. Larsa Dio with it. She's just going to kick this one up. Just going to find the foot of Hernandez, who gets it taken away from her. Nice hustle here by 21, Ziegler. Neither team doing much possessing of the ball. A lot of just kicking it back and forth. We'll see if the Raptors can get back into their offense. As I mentioned, first 22 minutes they looked electric. Since then, they've gotten a goal, but it was thanks to a penalty kick. The offense has looked a little lazy. Not much movement as we saw early on. Here's Yanez. She beats one. She has it on her left. Plays Sonneveld to her right. Sonneveld, you don't want to give her any space. She kicks it off of McTashy. And McTashy able to hustle and get to that. Sonneveld hunting for that hat trick right now, and you really can't blame her. Here's Hernandez. Shot from deep, tastes a deflection. Talavera's hunting her shot right now. Cortez Aquino plays it out wide to Ziegler. Ziegler up to Talavera. Into Sonneveld, who does an excellent job spinning. Referee's going to say play on, and that's what he should do. Sonneveld tries to play a through ball to Marshall, but Sonneveld not on the same page with that one. Erickson is going to come in for Carla Hernandez. Ziegler, not a great pass. She turns it over. Yanez hustles back to win it. Gomez has space. Let's see what she does. Plays it near side to Larsa Dio. Plays it up to Marshall. Marshall does a good job using her body. Dribbles it to the middle. She's got space. Beats one. Still has it. Tries to play it outside. Not a great pass. Turns it over. Here's Ziegler. She likes what she sees, cuts it into Marshall. Marshall's got two, looking for a third. Bounces around, and McTashy up to the task again. Looks a little scary at times, but McTashy, she's done well to hold on to that one. Under 32 minutes to play in this one. Here's Talavera. We know she likes to dribble. She pulls this one back to Hernandez. Hernandez goes back into trouble. I would like to see her switch the field instead. She pulls it back to Ziegler. Back to Talavera. She pokes it out wide with her right. Excellent defense there. For the Raptors, Haas is going to come back in. For the Owls, number 21, Gafar is also going to re-enter. Going to have a whistle blown here. Looks like the foul's going to be on Ziegler. And Lancaster coming out to grab that one. Like I said, I think anytime Lancaster gets a chance to be able to come out and touch the ball, really can't blame her for doing so. Try to get any sort of way to keep your head in the game. Your defense has been so excellent back there in the back. Here's Marshall dancing with it, has it poked away. Sonneveld, there's a chance, there's a goal! That's going to be a own goal on that one. As much as we'd love to give Sonneveld the hat trick. That one there is going to have to go down as an own goal. Sonneveld putting the pressure on it. Fortunately for herself, she's not going to be able to get that one as her goal. So that'll be an own goal here in the 64th minute. And as we've said, the Raptors, if they are up by 8+ goals in the 70th minute or later, the mercy rule is put into effect. So we are in mercy rule territory. Lancaster tries to clear that one. The Owl runs right by it. Gaffar, as Haas absolutely just kicks the defender. No foul called. So Haas will try to play it out wide to Erickson, not able to get it there. Here's Sonneveld. Loves that right foot. Only touched it with her right that time. I'd love to see Sonneveld use that left, honestly. I think she is so good at winning the ball, and she's so strong with it. Her biggest hang-up is just the lack of using the left foot at all. I mean, believe me, I can tell you, my right foot is way better than my left foot. But you have to be able to play with both feet. Doesn't mean that your left-footed shot, your left-footed passing has to be better or as good as, but you still have to be willing to use it. And that's the one thing I'd like to see from Sonneveld, more of her using her left foot. Raptors are going to make a substitution here. So Contreras has come into the game for the Raptors. And we'll have another substitution here for the Raptors. This will be number 11, Desta. So Desta and Contreras both entering for the Raptors. So we have about 5 minutes to play in this one due to the mercy rule as it is currently in effect. Can Sonneveld get her hat trick? That's the question right now. She lays it off to Haas. Haas takes a bump and will go down. A real chance here. Let's see who lines up to take this free kick for the Raptors. Could be Yanez. As we've seen her take some of these free kicks, and it will be. So chance here for Yanez. She should ask for her 10. If I'm Yanez, I'm asking for my 10 here. And as we've seen, if you play this ball high, doesn't have to be well placed. McTashy most likely not going to be able to get to it if you can place this one high. So Yanez has the entire right side of the goal wide open. As Yanez, there we go, McTashy has slid over to the right. Good move by her. And she sails that one way too high. Substitution here for the Raptors. Coach Holzendorf using that bench to her advantage. So entering for the first time today for the Raptors, or excuse me, not the first time, for the first time the second half, number 5, Garcia. Here's Ziegler, she wins it on the far side. Plays it into Yanez. Yanez tries to get it back to Ziegler, not able to do so. Raptors throw in. Reminder, your Raptors women's soccer team will be back in action. So I pull up their schedule here. They'll be back in action on Saturday. Not to be confused with the men's team. They won't be playing at home. They're playing at Monroe Community College this Saturday at 2 o'clock. Reminder, your men's soccer team will be in action here at home on Saturday. Again, that's why you got to keep track of all things Raptors at msuraptors.com. Sonneveld with the corner here. Floats another good ball in. Marshall couldn't get ahead on it. Somehow it ended up at the foot of Contreras. She didn't get a clean hit. Here's Yanez chasing back. And the Raptors going to build out of the back. Sonneveld spinning with it. Hasn't touched it with her left yet still. Here's Marshall, and she will be whistled for offsides. If you haven't had a chance to watch your women's volleyball team, you definitely need to catch them. They are 15-3 overall. They have won 10 matches in a row. And you're not going to believe this, but they are in action here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So if you haven't been able to watch your women's volleyball team, they're playing tomorrow night at home against Monroe University at 6 p.m. You can catch that one live here at the Montgomery College channel. Also catch it in person here in Rockville, Maryland. This team has had an amazing season so far. They've also got a pair of matchups this weekend on Saturday. So a lot of opportunities to watch your women's volleyball team play. 15-3 on the season. They have been fantastic. As we inch closer and closer to this mercy rule here, your Raptors have poured in 8 goals. 6 of them came in the first half. Second half hasn't been as devastating offensively. Nevertheless, the Raptors will gladly take this result. The Raptors, in 2 matches this season, have scored 15 of their 21 goals. So this is a team that's had 2 matches where they have just overpowered and dominated the competition. But in those other 9, it's been a bit of a struggle. So hopefully this can really be a catalyst for this Raptors team as they build towards the postseason, which is only a few weeks away. A little bit of extracurricular activity here is going to blow the whistle. Darby Marshall is going to pick up a yellow card right as the game ends. That's something you don't want to do as a student athlete, is pick up a yellow card when your team's up 8-0 and the clock is about to hit the mercy rule. That's the coach in me, Miles, coming out a little bit there. That's something you don't want to see. Nevertheless, let's focus on the positives here. Your Raptors, 3-7-2 overall as they dominate this Owl team, 8-0. For the Owls, they move to 2-4-1 overall, and that defense remains an issue for this team. Raptors, happy to get these 8 goals, happy to get the victory tonight. Reminder, their next match is this Saturday. They are away at Monroe Community College. Keep track of everything Raptors by visiting mcraptors.com. An exciting evening here as your men and women's soccer teams both get victories here. An excellent evening for the Raptors faithful. Thanks for tuning in to this Montgomery College Athletics broadcast. Huge shout out to my man Miles on the camera as always. My name's Caleb Scarborough. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, go Raptors.